The following is an excerpt from an Ask Slim member video. Subscribe to our channel on YouTube and share it. We put tons of new videos out every week. Like this video, give it a thumbs up, and follow us on Twitter at Ask Slim. Email matt@askslim.com and request a demo of our technical analysis services, trade planning tools, and amazing video workshops. Our services support all trading and investment styles. Please do enjoy this video.
Stock sectors. Home construction stocks is an upside reversal in the cards for June 10th, 2024. This is R.V. Ramachandran. So in this video, as it says, we will look at the home construction stocks. We will look at the ITB, which is the ETF that we follow. And then we will look at what's going on in the 10-year yields, which is really the same as what's happening in the 30-year yields. And we want to look at what's going on in yields because there is an overall negative correlation right now to yields versus what's going on in these home construction stocks. So we do want to have that sense for in this case, inversely correlated asset class, what's happening there and what that may mean about the home construction stocks. And then after that, we will look at the top 10 holdings. Okay, so this should be an interesting video. And hopefully you guys find this valuable. So let's go ahead and jump into it. We'll first look at the ITB, which is the U.S. Home Construction ETF. Okay, so this is our weekly cycle analysis for the U.S. Home Construction ETF, or the ITB. For the ITB, we have a dominant money flow pattern right here, which is then broken up into minor thirds. And what we see here in the ITB is that there is a trough that is due here, 527 to right around 722. This is an interesting pattern because you can see a little bit of a 1, 2, 3 down, or an ABC down into the low. We're also now testing this rising 34-week moving average, and we're just above that 38.2 fib at around 99.05. So this is getting into an interesting spot where we will start watching for a bottom to form. It is important to emphasize there are no confirmed lows yet. These are really pending troughs in the ITB, and I'm trying to share this video in advance so that way you can put it on your radar for the coming weeks. This is an intermediate term video, so we are not going to be looking at any daily charts. We just want to understand what's going on the intermediate term time frame. And you can see off of these troughs, if I go back to March of 2020, consistent sizable rallies at the early stages of these rising phases. You can see obviously that was a monster move, and we're really getting ready in our view for another pop to the upside here in the ITB. Very important to understand why we do these videos. We are doing these videos to put these groups on your radar, and we are also doing it in advance so that way you have a couple of weeks here to watch the price action on your own. And in terms of what you want to gather from our cycle brackets is where they are placed and why. We talk about this a lot in the office hours segment, so I would ask that you do watch those videos. I try to share a lot of nuances. Very important to understand why there has to be nuances. If it was so simple that anyone could just draw a cycle bracket on the chart just based on low to low draws, that edge would be automated away very quickly. There are some very subtle nuances to the placement of the cycle brackets that really has to happen, that it has to be there for there to be a durable edge in the market. So very important to, in my view, watch those segments. People have really given me great feedback on them because they are learning a lot about placement of the brackets, and there is an art to the placement of those cycle brackets. So it's really very, very important. Also watch Slim's cycle workshop. Obviously, he goes through hours and hours of the core foundation of this overall process, and there really is no better source than Slim himself to learning the methodology.